I'm Tabby.
And I'm Caitlin, and today we are discussing the movie adaptation of A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins.
Welcome back. This is the last we're going to be talking about this series, so enjoy it while you can. We are done.
And I know it's been a lot of episodes dedicated to the Hunger Games series, but you know
Yeah.
what? Like we had some good discussion, and this movie, I am planning to watch it,
I'm
even though
gonna go see it.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the book, but I will still watch it. It comes to theaters on November 17th of this year. It is directed by Francis Lawrence, who also directed Catching Fire and both of the Mockingjay movies.
So you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, and you know the vibes are going to be right, and you can tell just by looking at it, like it's giving the same type of like aesthetic. I was trying to find more information just like about how involved Suzanne Collins was in the making of the film. On Wikipedia, it says Lionsgate has been working with her on a movie adaptation since 2019, but the book wasn't even out yet. So I guess like they must have just been like, obviously it'll sell. So we want to just like, we don't care. We don't care what your book is like. We are going to make a movie of it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. What year did the book come out?
2020.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was so recent.
Me either. But yeah, I guess they were just like, surely we'll be riding on the success of the previous trilogy.
They're not wrong. Even if there had not been a book, I still would have gone to see this movie.
Yeah, because I didn't even know about the book until the movie
Yeah.
was being advertised.
Same. Yeah, no, like I saw the trailer for it on TikTok and I was like, that's gonna fucking slap. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see that. And then everyone's like, I hope it's true to the book. I was like, what book?
Yeah. Well, and also I didn't realize there were that many people who were fans of the book.
Yeah.
As far as like any like statements from Suzanne Collins herself, the queen herself, she doesn't really do like social media stuff or like
She likes her
promo.
privacy.
Yeah, which I respect that. But yeah, I don't have any like specific information about her statements. So,
That's okay.
yeah.
Whatever she puts out, I will see. So, for the cast, there's some controversy with this cast that we're gonna talk about. Rachel.
Rachel, looking at you.
So for Coriolanus Snow, Tom Blythe will be starring as him. So he hasn't really been in a lot, which I love I love it when directors do this. They hire people that we've never seen before. It gets some fresh faces out there. So his first official role was for Feral Child in Robin Hood. He's probably only been in about like 5 other things. So I think this is like a huge breakout role. And what a role to start out with, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be huge. Good for him.
And I love that he's gonna like this role is such a it's probably such a fun thing to lead into performance wise because like how cool to just like play an absolute villain. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
And if he
how
does it
freeing.
well, that's all he's gonna play for the rest of his life.
Oh, and he'll eat it up. If he's a good villain, he's a good villain. Like, you know?
I think based off of the trailers I've seen and some of the media I've seen for it, he's gonna make a really, really good Snow, just in terms of like the way he holds himself. So I'm very, very excited. And then for Lucy Greybeard, Rachel Zegler.
I don't know actually how to
Zegler.
pronounce that. Yeah.
Anyway,
So
she
she kind of put herself in a bad light. She had like, you know, everyone's seen it, her little aggressive interview for her Snow White film.
very aggressive.
And like I think what bothers me the most about the situation is it kind of sucks because I can understand the points that she was making or that she was trying to make. However, she was just so fucking uncharismatic about it. She made everyone like hate her so bad.
Well, and it's like that's her fucking movie. Like you chose to do this movie.
You chose to do it. And okay, but like if like let's just say she had presented her argument in a different way and she was like, yeah, as much as, you know, the cartoon, the original cartoon, had such a huge impact on Disney. Like, what we've decided to do with our version is to really kind of update it and really modernize it to where the character of Snow White is, you know, having a lot of her own like personality, and she's not so much relying on a love interest. You know, like, there's such a way she could have said it, but she did not do that at all.
So much kinder and like tactful than what she did.
And it's like, it's not wrong. Like, the things that you were saying were not necessarily wrong, but for you to be like,
how aggressive.
It's clearly like a product of its time. And it's like, yeah, it is. But like, there's just a way to talk about it that's not like, and fuck this film and don't even watch it. She just really was kind of bulldozing her own success, I feel like.
Yeah, it didn't really make much sense to me. And it also just, and I hate this for her, but it's like, once, you know, women in those positions show themselves in that way, everybody is going to just shit on her for the rest of her life, and that sucks.
It does, because again, and it comes back to the kind of like the misogynistic issues that are still prevalent in every aspect of our society, but like, people are just gonna be like, oh, she's a bitch,
like she's not good to work with,
I don't like her. I don't know why.
I think that could really harm her career.
I don't know why she was so unprepared, like PR training wise. Like, what happened?
Well, and I'm really, really hoping she just absolutely kills it in this Hunger Games sequel, to the point where maybe people will overlook that. But she's really moving forward. Like, she's really got to get it together.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I guess it's possible that maybe they did train her well, but she actually is just insufferable.
And she just chose to
like, maybe she really is just really annoying and kind of the worst.
And it's hard to say.
It's hard to say, because
we don't know this gal.
I don't want to make a snap judgment based on this interview, but it certainly looked bad.
It's not good.
Anyway, then we have Tigress will be portrayed by Hunter Schafer, and I've never seen Euphoria. Have you?
No, but I do know that she's a very good actress. Yeah,
I've heard great things. She's apparently
I think she really fits the role super well, and she actually kind of looks like the guy who's playing Snow, so that's even better.
They do look like they could be related, for sure.
So that's gonna be super believable. I'm very excited. She's so pretty. She really is.
She really is gorgeous. This cast is just an attractive cast, like, honestly. Okay, I think Viola Davis as Dr. Gall. Yes. Okay.
I love her.
She is going to slay the hell out of that role. Like, oh, she is so just like captivating.
She's so intense.
And yes, she is just going to make you believe, like, she is fucking certifiable, and I'm scared of her. Like, she's gonna knock it out of the park, and I can't wait.
She is. She's gonna do so good. I'm so freaking excited. Same thing with Peter Dinklage as Casca Highbottom. I will watch anything that Peter Dinklage is in, because he just puts his heart and soul into that performance every time.
What's amazing about Peter Dinklage is he just has like this charisma that always shines through with his character. And like, even when his character is doing like arguably horrible things,
nefarious things,
he's got like this humor about him and like this delivery that he makes you be like, you know what, like, that was justified. His behavior is justified.
Well, and I think it's really going to elevate just the character of Casca Highbottom, because like I said, like, I didn't 100% get his character, and I think it is just going to really add like a layer, and like, hopefully they maybe add like a little bit more in about him, but just with like his persona in general, I think it already is making the character 100 times better.
For sure, because I think it'll be like, finally Casca Highbottom's gonna have kind of like a purpose, like, yes, my motivations are this, and it's gonna maybe shine through more, because like at the book it was like why are you making the
Like,
choices that you're
what
making?
is your end game?
It was yeah, and I hate to like, you know, like hate on any aspect of the book, but like it really did feel unclear.
Yeah,
So
I think the cast is going to be incredible. Some things about just some articles about the movie that I'm a little concerned about.
yeah.
One of them says if the studio can capture the same level of interest for Snow and Lucy as they did for Katniss, they will want to expand the movie universe. I hope they don't.
No. It's like you're
um,
done. You're
well,
done.
and also it's like I didn't really feel the interest between the two. It was just such a
No.
very unhealthy thing going back and forth. I do think she could have made it something.
I respect
Um,
her choice
but
to
I'm glad
not.
she did it
Mhm.
because how unrealistic. Like it would never have worked out. He realized that it would never work out. And he's a bad person. And she
Mhm.
did not deserve that. And so
Yeah.
I hope they don't make more movies about it.
And I kind of feel like Suzanne's almost like closing the door on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily agree with that particular line of that
Yeah.
opinion piece, which obviously like I'm not coming for them. Like that's your opinion and
Right.
but I agree like maybe the studio would be interested in making more money. I'm sure they would,
Oh,
but
I'm sure.
it would be trash garbage and Suzanne would probably not be on board for putting out trash garbage in her name.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought it just kind of made me giggle is this article said fans will get to see a very different side of Snow as he is portrayed as less self-assured and still developing his tyrannical tendencies. And I was just like, "Aw, like yeah, he's just a baby. Like he hasn't developed his tyrannical tendencies yet." So
It's like, no, he's 18. He's almost a grown adult
yeah.
and he's making terrible choices. So let's not like that's what I hope is that I hope people act fucking right with this. And they better act right and remember that this man
Mhm.
is committing genocide.
Yeah. Well, what okay, so we were, I mean, jokingly, but we were saying like a couple weeks ago, like I hope, there's no confusion in my brain. Like we were a little bit worried about that. But you know what? That
After reading
he
this,
has zero redeeming qualities.
mm-hmm,
So let's just keep that in mind.
I'm not worried about it anymore.
Yeah, he has zero redeeming qualities, zero things to empathize with him about, and so y'all better act right for
Yeah,
real because
better
there's
act
no
right.
excuse.
And it's like, I know how these young men and women are going to be on TikTok because Tom Blythe, like, in my personal opinion, I don't find him overly attractive. However, I do see how other people could.
Mhm.
And so I
He's
just
good
know,
looking, but yeah,
yeah, he's good looking.
he's not like someone for me personally that I'm like, yeah, I'm looking up thirst traps of Tom
Right.
Blythe, but they
But
will
they're gonna be
exist.
out there.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's what I'm worried about.
they will be plentiful. Yeah. So keep in mind that when you're thirsting over these edits on TikTok, it is for the handsome actor and not for the villain.
Because that's bad.
Yeah.
We
We
don't
know we know
we
that you
don't
guys get it.
we don't excuse that.
We know that you guys get it. And we're also
We
that was
can't
us.
say
That
anything,
was us
so
with Ben Barnes as the Darkling. So you know what? We get it. We get it.
and I stand by my man.
And guess what? We did nothing wrong, but no, just kidding. Um, we recognize where the line is. I just want to
Yeah,
be
we understand.
so clear right now. But join us next week as we kick off spooky season with a Minisode about some book talk recs for October because we've been
Yes.
seeing lots of them.
I'm very excited. And then the week after, we're going to be discussing some haunting childhood ghost stories that have just really scarred us for life.
Yes, and it'll be a good combination of like email chains and
Oh my
like
god.
stories that were told over the campfire. Also, for the month of October, we will be reading The X Hex and The Kiss Curse
The
by
Kith
Rachel
curse.
Hawkins. The Kiss Curse.
You little kid.
So those are kind of like rom-coms that are about witches, as far as I know. So
And
they
that's
should
like
be cute.
my bread and butter. So
Yeah. So we will talk to you next time. And as always,
let's get lit.